The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Evans & Evans Real Estate. Welcome to this week's edition of Real Estate Today, brought to you by Evans & Evans Real Estate. And we are here out in the Gray community to show you a great, beautiful, remodeled home. But before we do that, we have Landon Morrison, Realtor, of course, with Evans & Evans Real Estate, to kind of talk a little bit about some of the things you're seeing in the industry. Landon, thanks for meeting us out here.
Always good to see you, Amy Lynn. I appreciate the opportunity.
I think a lot of people are going to really like this home, some special things about it. But first, talking about some of the things that you're seeing, and of course, the big news in the industry is those interest rates.
It's been a little crazy the last little bit. You know, we've seen a lot of movement in, what the government's doing and what homeowners or actually your home buyers are finding out when they go to their local lenders and to some of these banks. So we've seen a little bit of rise in interest rates, and, some people they're a little scared of it, and just like anything else, it's going to rise and fall, but it's not a time to get out of the market. It's just a time to adjust maybe your pricing, maybe your budget. There's still great opportunities out there.
And so, of course, you're working and building relationships with those that are in the market now looking for that perfect dream home. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that you're telling them on how to kind of navigate these changes?
Well, the good news is there's more homes on the market than we've had in quite some time. So you actually do have a little bit better selection than you've had in the previous couple of years. But one thing that you want to be very wary of is your budget. So at the end of the day, you never want to have more house than you can afford. So what I would suggest to all my clients and all listeners out there is to really focus in on that budget. Talk with your financial advisor, talk with your lender, talk with your real estate agent, and figure out what your wants and your must-haves are, and then plan accordingly. Because anyone that finances right now in the next year or so, they're probably going to be refinancing in the next couple of years. It's just to get that lower rate. So it may be a little bit more expensive right now, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. You can maybe have a couple of homes to choose from, pick the one that you like, and in a couple of years you're refinancing, you're right back to that lower rate that we were before.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out, is that you are, although you might be locked in, you're not officially locked in.
Exactly.
You can move around after some things may change.
Yes. And you saw that a couple of years ago when the rates got absolutely as low as they've ever been. Everybody was rushing to refinance. And that's what we're going to see again in the next couple of years. Is rates are going to go up a little bit, and they're going to stay there. And, it's for the greater good, to try to fight inflation. But in a couple of years, when they come back down, it's going to be a frenzy again, because everybody wants that lower payment. And there's ways to get there. It's just having the right people along the way to help you.
And you said right now, too, it encourages people to maybe shop around a little bit.
Yes. See what's out there, because, again, inventory is as high as it's been in a long, long time. So, it's been so crazy, the real estate market the last couple of years. We were fighting to get in there and even see a house before it sold a couple of months ago. Well, now, you can't take too much time, but you can actually, go and see a couple of different homes and come home and see what works best for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, our job is to make you happy and to also, help you and your family. So that's what we're going to do no matter what.
And you said, too, there are options when it comes to financing your home.
Yeah. Yes, there's multiple different options that are available out there. You've got your normal 30-year fixed. You've got the 20-year fixed, 15 fixed. There's also some adjustable mortgages out there. We have a lot of people that are looking for second homes, rentals. So there's other programs that are available. There's a lot of local lenders that are great out here locally. Sometimes they can have some better opportunities than others, but there's still a great opportunity to be able to purchase a home now.
All right.
Yep.
Certainly some good information. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to show you this beautiful home that is now on the market. We'll also give you Landon's information in case you have questions about interest rates, or you're looking for a new home, or maybe you're looking to sell. You can always give him a call. You can also find him at Evans & Evans Real Estate, and you can check out the website for more. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Evans & Evans Real Estate.